truth, this where you need to be. To tell you the truth, but can you handle the truth? To tell you the truth, this where you need to be. To tell you the truth, to tell you the truth, to tell you the truth. To tell you the truth.
What up? It's your boy Miggs, and we are back with the Tell You the Truth podcast, episode 2. My bad, I couldn't do one last week. I was in New York with the family. We had a great family trip. Yeah, let's get to it. Not a lot of things happen with politics, so I don't really know where to go. I got some topics with the Venezuela stuff. Definitely gonna talk about the Venezuela stuff. So my fault. I'm just trying to set up because I just moved. We just moved to a new apartment, so we just did finish moving and stuff. Um yeah, New York was great. It made me I'm from New York. So just being there, being in the city, I was like, man, it's a beautiful city. It's a very beautiful city. And I was so glad to be there with my family. Times Square, Bronx. It was a great time. It was a great time. Um so yeah, I got a topic. Someone told me to speak on a topic. I was very like questionable about it, but I think I do want to talk about it because it is important. I know there's people out there that need to hear it. So let's talk about let's just talk about first of all, let's talk about Venezuela. I think that's the I was gonna talk about it last week, but I couldn't. But let's talk about Venezuela. Like I understand it was I understand it was a bad, you know, it was a bad thing. I wouldn't even say it's a bad thing. I mean, they captured Maduro. Okay. We're talking about a guy that was a dictator for years, stole elections, um, very, very, very did bad things. I mean, I know people are upset because they're like, oh, why are we going over there doing that? I mean, bro, the guy was a bad dictator. I have friends. I have Venezuelan. I'm from Florida. I have Venezuelan friends that cry to me, used to cry to me, telling me how bad it is over there and how they had to come to America and get away and like it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I don't. I mean, it could start. It could start a. It could start a war. It could start a war. But at the end of the day, seeing all those people cheering and tears of joy, man, that makes me happy. And to see people still will find any reason to attack, just to be mad, just for once put something aside and show these people. You saw we had that country suffered from that dictator, and the first thing other half of the people are like, oh, oh, Trump did this, Trump did that. Oh my God, why did he do that, bro? The people were happy. Go on TikTok, go on social media. The people were going crazy. They were cheering, tears of joy. And the first thing y'all do was blame Trump. I understand. I understand you might be, like it could start a war, okay. Who knows? But the people are happy. What are you mad about now? And you can't say that it's the Republicans' fault. It's the right's fault. No, because Biden been trying to get that guy when he was in presidency. He put a $25 million bounty on the guy's head. So now all of a sudden, the guy's is all Trump's fault. No, Trump just actually did it. Trump got his peoples and did it. So I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. They're always gonna find something to be mad about. You know, he got him. He got him. Trump is not playing no more. So it's like it could get ugly. It could get ugly. But at the end of the day, a person that lives in Florida that sees these Venezuelans that be here with tears of joy, happy, maybe one day they could go back and see their family, you know? So it's like I don't know, I don't get it. But they're always going to there's always that other side of the fence that's always going to be mad about something. I mean, we got to learn how to agree on things. We got to stop trying to find something bad about something. Literally, I don't know if you guys saw the elections, the past elections they had. The guy stole the election. The guy lost. And he said, "You know what? No, I'm not gonna leave. As a dictator. He's a dictator. Stealing, people poor. People were poor over there. Couldn't even buy groceries while this guy's eating steaks, you know? So it is what it is. The guy got captured out. It's kind of, it's kind of old news, but the guy got captured. I mean, at the end of the day, it's America. It's America. We're on the Western Hemisphere. This is our side. If he felt like he needed to do it, it is what it is. And nobody in Venezuela is mad at Trump. It's only people in America that are not Latino and not Venezuelans. Make it make sense. So yeah, that's my take on that Venezuelan thing. There ain't no other news. There isn't no other news that I could think of. Um, I've been on vacation with the family, so I don't really know what's going on. Not a lot of things have been happening. I know Trump wants to take over Greenland, but hey, it hasn't happened yet. I don't know what's gonna happen. Whatever happens, we'll take it from there and talk about it. Um, Another topic that I'm gonna talk about was requested. They wanted me to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about my journey with marijuana. Um, I've smoked marijuana for like what, like 17, 16, 17 years, and I'm officially 4 years free from weed. I just want to, tell people that no, I'm not knocking nobody that does it, but there was people like me that abused it, and I couldn't stop. It was every hour I had to roll up to eat, to go to the movies, to go to work, see just to wake up. I had to smoke. I was, after like 8 years, 10 years in, I was already like, I low key want to stop doing this. And it was a fight, man. I had 8 years fighting, quitting, going back to it, quitting, going back to it. It's a hard fight. I thought I was never going to be able to stop. I was like no lie, that battle with marijuana was the probably the toughest battle I've ever dealt with. Like it was a real big problem for me. Really big problem for me. And I know there's a lot of people out there that feel the same and that's trapped. But just know that I was the biggest potheads. Um, and now I'm 4 years, and I didn't do it on my own. So that's why I want to speak on this topic. I didn't do it on my own. A lot of people they could do it cold turkey, but I wasn't. I wasn't those people. I was when I tried to do it on my own, I just became depressed. I stayed in my room. I didn't want to talk to nobody. So If you hear this and you feel like you're one of those people, um, don't be afraid to get professional help. I got professional help. Um, if you want to know what I did, you could hit me up, DM me, um, comment, and I'll let you know what I did. But I got professional help, and I'm 4 years, 4 years free from weed. I never thought I would ever say that in my life. Um, but I'm not knocking nobody that does it. There's people that never abused it like I did. I abused it. I abused it. I did it every hour of the every hour. Most of my life I was high on marijuana. So the people that know how to control it and do it, hey, if it helps you sleep, if it helps you with your anxiety, if it helps you whatever you need to do, that's what's up. That's what's up. But me, I got professional help, and it's the greatest thing I've ever did. I'm not home all the time now. I'm always moving. I'm always moving. I'm always moving. And I'm back in the music. I had to take a little break from the music just to get my brain, my transmitters back. Um, but yeah, I got professional help. So don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to get help. And like I said, anybody just comment, "Oh, what did you do?" I'll reach out to me and I'll tell you what I did. I don't really want to speak on it because kind of personal. It's a lot of people they start judging and stuff, but it worked for me. So yeah, that's the and also people, if you want to hit me up and talk about topics, I'll speak on topics. You know, I'll speak on topics, and I'll also, if you guys want to send me music, I'll rate it. I'll rate it for you guys. So speaking of music, let's just get right into it. Let's get into the music. Let's get into the what music I heard and what my take on it, my opinion on it. So let me see. So yeah, I heard ASAP Rocky's new single. I believe it's called, let me see. ASAP Rocky's new single, Stay Here for Life. It was good. It was good. It was better than that one I heard last week. I think it was Punk Rock. Oh man, that song was come on, man. You dating Rihanna, bruh. You gotta be having the top music, the top producers. I mean, that song last week that I heard, I was like, dang, you lucky I'm not doing my podcast. I was gonna go be like, yo, what is that? But this one, it was called Stay Here for Life. It was pretty good. It was better than the one last week. I'm not gonna lie. I gave it a 4 out of 10. It wasn't really hitting, but 4 out of 10. But the last one, it was way better than the last one. We got one of my favorite, Charlie XCX. She dropped a single called Wall of Sounds. That was good. That was good. It was slow, not really brat-ish, but I gave that song a 6 out of 10. It was good. The melodies were good. I love the aura of the song. It was a great song. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I saw Danny Lay drop the song. I seen Danny Lay drop the song called Expensive. It was alright. It was alright. I feel like she hasn't really been producing like she used to ever since she got with the baby and that whole madness happened. I feel like it just really messed up her creative juices. But it was decent. She's not a bad artist. She's very talented. And I gave her a 5 out of 10 on that single. You want to check it out? It's called "Expensive" by Danny Lay. Um, Another song I heard was French Montana featuring Max Big of Bell. It was called "Ever Since You Met Me." That song was fire, fire. That beat is crazy. That beat is crazy, and French body that song. French bodied that song. Yo, if he was on that song by himself, that song would have been bigger than what it is right now. But it just came out. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But I know Max B came home and he got to put Max B on the song. But Max B ain't come through. It didn't sound good. I first gave it a 7 out of 10. But when Max B, at least, thank God, Max B put auto tune on his voice. Thank God, at least. That was what I was really hoping for. I was like, okay, I know Max B, because that album that mixtape he dropped, didn't have no auto tune. I was like, oh my, I'm not even, I had to turn it off. You need pitch correction these days. In 2026, you need pitch correction. I don't care if you're Whitney Houston. You need pitch correction with these beats these days. So I heard Max B on it, had the auto tune. I was like, okay, let's go. But he didn't do good. He was only on there for like 30 seconds. I guess French was like, yo, get him out the booth. But it was a great song. I gave it a 7 out of 10, but when Max Bigavel went on the song, I had to give it a 6.5. That song was great, man. But when Max came on it, I was like, ah. But 6.5 is good because the beat is crazy. That bass line, check that song out. That song is fire. Another song was The Baby, Mind Your Business. Gave it a 4 out of 10. Just speaking bunch of random stuff. Just like Danny Lay, that couple, when they both got into it, they just everything went flat with them. So it's like, you gotta really, if you're gonna be with somebody, if you are in the industry and you want to be with somebody in the industry, you gotta be very careful choosing somebody in the industry, especially when you in that type of fame. Yeah, because they both fell down big time after that whole madness happened. So, well, I haven't heard a single from them in a while, so maybe they're getting back in their groove. So I give that a 4 out of 10. Jay Critch, probably my favorite rapper from New York. I'm always listening to Jay Critch. He had a new single called Six Sense. Um, I gave that a 5 out of 10. It's alright. And last but not least, well, before I would talk about this, let me just I just heard the NBA young boy Slime Cry. I don't know what y'all be. I'm sorry. I'll give that a 2 out of 10. I don't know. What are you guys listening to? I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like a hater, but what are you guys listening to? What is so appealing to his music? It all sounds the same, and sounds like he's having a seizure in his songs. Like, I'm really starting to understand. I'm like trying to figure out, why is he so big? I mean, it is the new generation. I guess I'm an old head. I don't know. But what is so appealing? Tell me in the comment section why you like NBA Youngboy. But I'm just 30 songs? 30 songs. 30 songs? And they all sound the same? Come on. Maybe I'm tripping. But so yeah, I just had to do episode 2. It's gonna be a short one today. Not a lot of topics today. But to finish off the ratings of the music I heard Kid Leroy's new album. Right. Um let me see, let me make sure I'm getting it right. I think it was Before I Go. Let me see. I think it's Before I Forget. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Let's give a round of applause for Kid Leroy. Great album. Great album. Amazing. I gave that album a 7.5. Amazing album. You could tell he took time with this record. You could tell he made a lot of good records and he used the best of the best of that of what he did. The beats was fire, the melodies were fire, the lyrics were great. You could tell he was speaking from the heart. Great, great album. And all I could think of was Justin Bieber. It sound like you could tell he worked on Justin Bieber's album, Swag. It sounded just like Swag. Justin Bieber tried to get popping off this guy's his swag. That's his swag. When you hear the album, you're gonna hear Justin Bieber's album Swag. You could tell, like I'm very, I know certain things. I could just, Killer Roy definitely was part of that Swag album for sure. Because the way this guy used the sound, it sounded more natural. It was like it was him. And as we speak right now, I'm not talking about the past, but right now, Killer Roy is better than Justin Bieber. Right now, with that album right there, that album, he's gonna have a great tour. He's gonna have an amazing run with this album. So, bravo to Killer Roy. Great job. Great job. So yeah, this is episode 2. Sorry it was short. I've been moving. I've been I was in New York last week. I couldn't, but we back on track now. And we're gonna keep just doing little stuff for y'all. Y'all can hear my take. Coming here to tell y'all the truth. And don't be afraid to reach out to me. Any music requests, you want me to listen to your music, and if it's good enough, I'll tell you. If you know, and like and subscribe. Let's get the party jumping. Um, I also do music, so I have a new single dropping. I do bachata music. I do R&B music in English mostly, because I'm Dominican and I'm Puerto Rican, so gotta add the little Dominican flavor to my music. So I will be dropping a bachata single next Friday. Well, January 23rd, 2026. Because I know people in the future are gonna come back to this and see this. But it came out January 23rd, 2026. It's called Finish Last. And I'm gonna keep dropping music. I'm gonna play a little snippet. You probably heard it when I started the show, but I'm gonna play it again now. Yeah, this is To Tell You the Truth podcast, episode 2. I'll see y'all next week. You already know. It's your boy Miggs.
To tell you the truth.